It's a difference.
Here we go, y'all. Here we go. Welcome, everybody, to another episode of No Balls, No Glory. I'm your host, the People's Champion. I'm not here alone, y'all. I am here with the sports gurus, the sports geniuses. Say what's up to our viewers, y'all.
What up?
What's up, people?
What it do?
Man, we're going to go and start off with our introduction from my right to my left. Crystal Clear, introduce yourself, love. Make sure she ain't on suicide to watch. Make sure she on suicide alert today. Go ahead, baby.
It's crystal clear in the building, and no, I'm not on suicide watch because I knew what was going to happen yesterday.
Amen.
I was already mentally prepared, with the exception of the fact that Dino did not have to beat me down like that in fantasy football. But okay.
Oh man, we go talk about that because hey, somebody must have promised Dino some good ass cooking because he gave you that good ass whooping, boy.
Baby, he could have beat me both ways. His bitch beat me.
Yeah, I apologize for that. I started off terrible. I was 0-4 out for week 1. I didn't get my first win to week 3. So I said, and I told you, BP, I told you in the chat, I said, somebody finna pay for me taking these L's.
Hey, man. Hey, you ain't supposed to hit no woman, man. Get the hell
I didn't
up
do
out
that.
of here.
I did nothing. I didn't lay a hand on her.
Hey, that's what Ike Turner said too, man. Right? Man.
I simply offered cake.
Hey, man. With that being said, Dino, introduce yourself to the people, man.
What up, peeps? It's your boys, Dino's, and apparently Dino knows W's. If you need help with your fantasy roster, holler at your boy. I will charge a nominal fee. Taxes are not included.
This nigga win one fantasy game. He is giving out wisdom and advice, man. Boy, what's wrong with you, man? Oh my God, I love it, man. Hey. We're going to swing it on over to my man, Coach Wilson, the coach himself, man.
What's up, What's up, people? I didn't know I was in a political race. My opponent did a concession speech in the first half of the game. I was like, they doing concession speeches?
Hey,
I looked at the chat. It's at the end of the first quarter. He talking about congratulations, coach.
Oh my God, that was hilarious, man. Oh my God.
Hey, I had to give it up. My team was going down fast.
I congratulated Dino early in the week when I logged in. It said I had a 0% chance of winning. Dino talking about some. It can change later in the week. It changed for all of 24 hours.
Hey, that's that modest. See, you know what? That's that modest talk, man.
By the second quarter, there was no way.
Projection. And that's just on paper. You still got to play the games.
Yeah. Man. By the second quarter, I looked at it and said, "Yeah." You notice at halftime, I waved the white flag.
Oh my God, she hung it up.
But at the time he conceded, he was up 50 points. So I'm like, what the heck? I ain't getting into all this. I just saw the score. I wasn't looking at nothing. He up 50.
When he conceded, I would have looked at y'all game and I said, "Oh, I see what he's talking about." Because the Seahawks hadn't played. So if your boys went off at all, it was around.
Man, that was a struggle.
Using Travis Kelce. They wasn't using Travis Kelce, so I knew I wasn't gonna get no points out of him, and Tyreek Hill was gonna get all the points who he had. So I'm like, I'm gonna get caught right here in my first game before Seattle even come on.
Yeah, and Tyreek went off.
And Seattle only had 12 yards with 2 minutes to go in the half. So I'm like, he conceded already. I'm man, I can't get nothing out of these dudes.
He threw in the flag, man. Hey, West 10, introduce yourself, brother.
What it do, man? From the West 10 to the Lou, man. Y'all already know what it do. What's going on with you?
Man, that's what I'm talking about, man. Hey, last but not least, Coach Corey.
Hey,
perk up and introduce yourself.
Hey, man, I'm always perky. Y'all never let a game get me down. But we're going to reach one, teach one. And you know what? From the Lou to the 10, guess what, folks? We back at it again.
Man, we back at it again, baby. Hey, man.
Hey, man, the Raven flock in the building, too, man.
Yes, sir.
Raven flock. Hey, man.
I told my boy, man, Steady Teddy, man, he was going to be Timmy Teddy, man, Sunday, man. We had him a little timid, man. We put some pressure on him.
Knocked him out.
Hey, man, we knocked his noodles loose, man.
You heard me.
We knocked his noodles loose, man.
He too fragile for us, man.
He out for a couple weeks. They ain't got to worry about him for a while.
Yeah, but man, we wish him the best, though. We wish him a speedy recovery because we just wanted to show him, let him know why Lamar statue outside of Louisville and not here. You know what I'm talking about?
Man, that's a cold game, boy. That's a cold game. Hey, man. Speaking of statues and stuff like that, man, we got to talk about our fantasy league, man.
Man, what are you gonna talk about, man? I ain't won a game yet.
Well, that's what we got to talk about, man. We want to decide if you gonna hold the sign up in Nashville or if we gonna bring your ass up to St. Louis and hold up the sign. We just debating. We just debating where you gonna hold the sign up at.
Go ahead, Coach. He got to make a blockbuster trade though, but he keeps sitting on them guys. You know, trying to. He got to swing a blockbuster. You know.
Hey man, don't worry about it.
Do something, man. Cause one thing about it, I can't end up last at the end of the year, man.
Hey man, you gonna hold up that sign, man, and I'm telling you, man, I don't give a damn you hold it up in Nashville, Memphis, or St. Louis, man. But we got to find a spot because I don't mind hopping in my. I don't mind.
I'm in 3 leagues, man. I'm winning. I'm doing good in both my other ones, man. But this was the first one of the year that when we draft, I ain't think I could have did better for sure.
Hey man, I got the least amount of points, man. I got 87 points, man. I got the least amount of points, man. I'm losing to the Dookie streaks, man. How do you think I feel, man?
So basically, you on a skid right now. That's what you're saying.
Hey, man,
one game skid.
One game skid.
Hey man,
wait a minute.
I don't make no excuses, man. I ain't make no excuses.
Hey,
wait
a minute. But
except for Gaskins,
his boy Gaskins laid that egg for him, you know.
Hey, coach, man, the way it's looking, man, the way my team looking on this bench, man. Hey, it didn't matter who I put in, man. I only got 87 points, man.
But you do got some explaining to do on that Myles Gaskin. Ain't no way in hell he should be in your starting lineup unless you had.
You know what? I took the odds with him in Indianapolis. They at home, man. Hey man, I'm gonna drop that cat tonight, man. I'm staying up.
Who did you play in place instead of who did you not play for Gaskin?
I did not play Allen Robinson, he got 9 points.
Better than.
And then I picked up Juju at the last minute. Coach Corey scraps, and I'm finna throw him in there. He only got 3 points. So it didn't matter. It didn't matter who I played in the
only stealing. Only stealing you want is Harris and Johnson.
That's it, man.
Yeah.
And then because he saw that Seahawk glaring defense, he would have picked up Brandon Ayuk. You know, it gave him 3 points.
Yep.
Oh, you mean Brandon Ayuk?
Hey man, I suck, man. I ain't gonna even lie, man. I got this. Hey, I lost to the Dookie Streets, man.
No, Brandon, I puke.
And then Corey go off for Godwin. Godwin gave them big numbers in the first couple of games. They weren't even throwing the ball to Evans.
Hey, man.
They ain't going to have to worry about Godwin after this week because he getting ready to get dumped.
Dumpsville.
Everybody in panic mode here.
Hey, man.
I told you. And now you know what happens. You know what happens after today. What happens after today?
5 weeks.
They actually started week 6.
Now it's time. Hey, it's gonna start the maneuver, man. But that's the thing, though, man. Hey, I didn't expect. I mean, it was raining in New England. Tom Brady laid a goose egg. Kamara laid only night. See, this is why I hate about the Saints, man. When they get down on the 5-yard line and in the red zone,
Taysom Hill time.
They finna run their damn Taysom Hill, man.
That's why I wanted new parts of Kamara.
When you got when you had Drew Brees, he'll turn around and hand it off to Zeke. Hand it off to Kamara. But Taysom Hill, you should just load the box because you know you finna run with him, man. He's not finna pass. He finna run it, man. So
that's gonna be their demise, man, because they keep trying to make this dude a star and he's not.
I just suck, man. Brandon Ayuk 3, Kittle only 8, Devontae Adams only 12. I mean, it was just that. It was in the cards for me to get my ass whooped.
Well,
that's my point. That's my point. You could have the coldest team ever on paper, and then they all go out and lay eggs. That's the thing about fantasy. It ain't about names. It's about playing people at the right time with the right matchup.
But you know what?
You do Devontae Adams. I knew Devontae Adams was going to have a great game because, I mean, the Steelers, they're going to try to shut somebody down. They weren't going to be able to do Aaron Rodgers. They were going to try to contain somebody. They weren't going to win the game, but they were going to try to contain somebody.
They went to the old folk home and found Randall Cobb.
Actually, he stole a touchdown from Devontae. That first one.
That was supposed to go to Devontae.
That was supposed to go to Devontae.
Hell yeah. I was mad as hell. I'm like,
put his cape on
and get out the way, man. I'm like, man, what is you doing? Get out the way. But man, coach with Tyreek, man. Tyreek went bananas yesterday,
for the first time since week 1.
Yeah, because the defensive coordinator said, yeah, we're going to let Tyreek get off and take Kelsey away. If you notice what the teams have been doing since they played the Ravens, they've been doing blanket coverage on Tyreek. Let Kelsey get his. He ain't running 80 yards. He'll get 10, 15. You can live with that.
Right.
And you go tackle him.
And you can tackle him.
You get the cheetah out in open space.
A wrap.
You can hang it up.
It's a wrap.
Man, he doing flips and back flips in the end zone and spinning all over the place. He finally was breathing again.
Man, coach, man.
We gave him the blueprint on how to stop him, man.
That's what I said.
They don't want to listen.
Hey,
anyway, you know,
trying to reinvent the wheel instead of doing what's there. Like,
you know, some
has been working.
Some DCs got to come up with their own little magic potion, you know, like that crap down in Columbia last weekend.
That's why they get fired all the time. That's why the defensive coordinators always get fired the most.
Hey, but one thing about it, West 10, you ain't out of it. King, you got King and Drake going tonight, man. So Drake is Josh Jacobs playing tonight?
Yeah, they just said he's gonna play.
Hey, coach, I'm gonna get 70 out of my receiver tonight, so it ain't over yet.
You might.
Man,
well, Kenyon Drake is a bum anyway, so because I tried him in another league thinking, you know, Josh Jacobs go down, Drake could be the guy, and then they bring in Peyton Barber, and Peyton Barber goes for over 100 yards. And they got the same amount of carries, and Kenyon Drake got like 6 yards.
Man, if Mike Williams gets 70 points tonight, man, I'm going to know something.
Oh, man. Man, I hope he do, man. I got him in another league of mine. But Chris Dorian and Philly, man, Staff Philly is giving Chris Dorian that good-ass whooping too, man. So got a lot of people taking it on the chin this week,
that's 2 in a row for him.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Chris Dorian.
Y'all two had the most talent at the beginning of the year. You know,
I still got the most talent. I still got some of the most talent, but they on the shelf.
Yeah, they wanted to go off. They wanted to go off against me last week. You know.
Oh yeah, they
Chris
got
I'm gonna bounce back. I ain't tripping. I'm gonna bounce back.
Christorian came on here talking all
in
that,
there, bro.
Talking all that tough stuff. Christorian, 200 points, 200 points, 200 points.
You ain't seen Christorian since, man.
Now you see why I said what I
said.
said.
The last 2 weeks.
I said, yeah, I scored over 200 points this week, but watch me only barely get 100 next week. That's how fantasy works.
Man.
Yeah, he was talking real big them first couple weeks when he was scoring all them points.
Oh man, they talk slick to you.
Hey man, we're gonna have to send out a missing person on Christorian, man. We ain't seen him. We ain't seen him in so long.
Hey man, I think
he watching his 3-0 Raiders. He ain't worried about fantasy right now.
Yeah, it's only a matter of time before Derek Carr do Derek Carr things, man.
Hey, that 3-0 Raiders might slide to 3-1 tonight, man. So I think that's gonna probably be a good possibility. That 3-0 Raiders go slide to 3-1, man.
That man, that'll make SoFi Stadium 0-2 this weekend.
Oh yeah, and
because I never picked the Rams, and I went against myself, and I said I'm gonna take the Rams, and they coughed up a lung.
Oh wow!
I picked them too.
Man,
I only picked them because they were the home team. If it was in Arizona, I would have picked the Cardinals.
Man, it was.
I thought the Rams defense was going.
After last week, I thought, they might be able to do something. Nah.
Matthew Stafford showed signs of Detroit, man. He showed signs of the Matthew Stafford in Detroit, man.
Well, he did, but they Cardinals front line got after him, and they ain't no joke, boy. They got two defensive ends, ain't no joke.
He went to bed.
Hey man, but I'm gonna tell you what was the biggest surprise though, man. How they took Aaron Donald out the game. You didn't hardly hear nothing on Aaron Donald yesterday, man.
I think the Rams doing too much of that. They need to keep his tail inside. I hope they keep putting him outside the way they're doing it, because it's easy. All they got to do is run away from if he outside. If he inside, he can just ram up the middle.
That's it.
But they trying to keep him away from double teams. Heck, let that dude Joseph Day continue to eat inside and let him take that double team in there.
That's it.
But I hope they keep on doing that, because they play the Seahawks Thursday, and I hope they keep putting his tail out there.
But you know what? If they keep putting him outside, he gonna get hurt.
Yep.
Because he gonna get exposed out there.
Gonna get caught up in a bunch of mess out there.
Not only that, they gonna start chipping him with tight ends and running backs, and he gonna be tied up with somebody. And then he gonna come off a block and he gonna get chipped by somebody, and he gonna be at an awkward angle and he gonna hurt something.
Yep.
Whether it's gonna be a knee or hip or back or something. That's where that's why JJ Watt started getting dinged up out on the end. They was like, okay, we just gonna start chipping him with a tight end or a running back or something. Him get all that speed and bursting upfield and doing all that. And then you get running back while you trying to get upfield, and you're in an awkward position, then you start hurting stuff.
Yep.
Hey man, getting a little too fancy with all these defensive schemes and stuff, but hey, that's why they get paid the big dollars.
Man. Hey man, we're gonna kick it on off with our Major League Baseball, man. The playoff picture is set. But before that, the Mets fired manager Luis Rojas after his third season and everything. Third place finish. I couldn't blame it all on Rojas, man, because injuries took its toll with the Mets, man. DeGrom and everything. I mean, it's just injuries, man. You can't get past injuries, man. Should a coach or should a manager lose their job or a head coach lose their job due to injuries, man? Should they lose their job? Should they be fired?
It depends. If you can't get them the guys that are filling in to maximize their talent or put people in places, to at least compete, then that's your job as a manager
Is to put people in place to succeed and at least have your players out there to compete.
I don't think he lost his job because of injuries. I think he lost his job because he don't really have a control of that team.
Yep.
I think that team is really not listening to him. That team is not performing under him. Managers don't get fired because of injuries. Injuries is too big of a part of the game. But when you don't have guys willing to bust their balls for you, then that'll get you fired quicker than injuries. So there's something that management sees that those guys are just not running through walls for him.
Yeah.
So that probably sticks out more than anything. And then you got the Robinson Cano thing that's hanging over that organization.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell is he gonna do after being suspended a whole year for PEDs? How is he gonna be accepted when he comes back? Where are they gonna play him if he comes back?
But you got Baez and Lindor up the middle.
But who says Baez is staying there?
And
Lindor, him and Lindor are pals, so if one stay, the other one will probably stay.
That might keep Baez there, but heck, Lindor, did he play he didn't play half a season.
Hey man, Baez is going downtown to the Bronx, man.
Lindor already said Cano he ain't gonna play short when he come back. He publicly already. Matter of fact, he said he done reached out to Cano and already told him, I don't know where you're gonna play at, bro.
But man, that's the thing though. I think Baez will probably end up with the Yanks, man. Because they got the deepest pockets, man. Unless he go out to LA. But there's more to come on that story and everything. But we got the playoff situation that's set, y'all. The playoff situation is set. The games are set. The wild card games are set. Starting tomorrow night, the Yankees are at Boston. All right, they finna sell out Beantown, man. They're selling out Fenway and everything. I thought that since both of them finished with the identical record, well, it wouldn't make no sense for them to play one game to see who get home field, and then it wouldn't make no sense for that.
They can went head to head.
They went head to head and see
head to head with it. Okay, yeah. So Boston got them hitting the head to head matchup. So you got Garrett Cole versus Nathan. Was it Evolandi? They going after each other tomorrow night.
Is it Evaldi?
Evaldi. So they tomorrow night. Who y'all? I need y'all predictions, man. Boston or the Yanks, man.
Taking the Yankees. I'm actually a little pissed because I was pulling for the Blue Jays. That was a fun team.
Okay. Who you got, Coach? You chuckling, man. You either way on this one, Coach. Who you got?
Yeah, I'm either way, but I like I'm drawing a blank. Oh my goodness. I like Rizzo. I've been a Rizzo guy, so I'm kind of pulling for him,
You got the Yanks, man.
And Chapman.
Okay. What about you, Coach Corey? Who you got, man?
It's gonna be tough because I want to pull for the Yankees, but the Yankees have got a lot of injuries going into this. I just saw the report earlier today of who the Yankees have out, for the series and day to day. Like,
is their catcher still out?
The Yankees posted today that Gio was out. Well, he's basically day to day with a sore right thigh and calf soreness. But out through the series, they don't have DJ LeMahieu. And then out for the whole entire postseason, they ruled Luke Voigt out, Miguel Andujar, Clint Frazier, Aaron Hicks, Tim LeCastro, Zach.
Well, let me back my prediction up. I didn't know all that.
Darren O'Day is out.
Man.
Ooh, that's a lot of firepower.
So they are gonna struggle, but the Red Sox also listed JD Martinez as day-to-day because of his ankle sprain, so he may not be available tomorrow. He's gonna be a game time decision, and that's big for them. So,
and if JD available, he probably, if he's not available to start, he'll definitely get in the game some way, shape, or form. If you got to get in and pinch hit,
right?
They go figure out a way to slide him in that lineup and everything, man. So you got the Yanks, Coach Corey. You got Boston, man.
I think the Yankees have more firepower because of the addition of Rizzo with Stanton and
Judd.
Yeah. But it's not gonna be easy. It's gonna be tough.
Hey man.
I'm gonna pull out my Yankees hat tomorrow.
Okay.
It's a lesser two evils because I can't stand both teams.
I hate Boston. Like Boston.
I can't stand.
Oh my God! But that's a nice city, though, man.
I only like one player in Boston.
I like the city, man. That is a nice city, man.
Only person I ever liked was Manny Ramirez.
How many chips Boston and took from us?
Hey, man, I like the city, man. Hey,
man, I feel about the Yankees.
Who you got, West 10? Yankees or Boston, man?
Man, I feel about the Yankees like I do about the Lakers, man. They get any damn better they want to. But I like the Sox, man. I want the Sox to pull that out.
Okay. Kristen, what you think? New York or Boston?
I'm going with whatever Coach said.
Coach said whatever he said. She said
no bet the house.
Hey,
I ain't bet the house.
So Crystal going with Coach in New York, man. Hey, I think Boston go pull it out, man.
That's what I'm talking about.
Hey,
baby.
The Red Sox go pull it out, man. Because when they get to the 7th inning and they up, that stadium gonna be rocking when they start singing "Sweet Caroline." Sweet Caroline, ba, ba, ba. Oh yeah, they're gonna be rocking in Boston, man. Don't let them go into the 7th inning and they up, man. It seems like it's a magical aura that come over that stadium, man. It's crazy. It's bananas in that city, man.
That's what that wall is, what they call it.
Yes. And then they talk.
It's something in me that can't pick a team from Boston. I don't know what it is.
Hey, they talk about they clam chowder. They chowder. Man, they are known for their lobster rolls and they clam chowder. And I'm telling you, they got a place in Boston, man. They have some of the best lobster rolls you go ever get, man. If y'all ever in Boston, y'all got to get a lobster roll, man. A lobster roll, yes. It's a lobster on a big old hoagie, a toasted hoagie with lobster. Then you get the garlic butter that drizzled over the top. It's amazing, man. It's amazing. And you got to get a cannoli when you go to Boston, too. So you got to get garlic. You got to get the lobster roll, the cup of that clam chowder, and you got to get a cannoli.
So we taking the cannoli and leaving the gun?
Yeah, we're gonna leave the gun, dog.
Okay.
We're gonna leave the gun.
So the winner gets Tampa Bay.
Oh, the winner that New York and Boston, they get Houston.
Houston had the best record, came up with the best record. I thought Tampa had it.
Well, Tampa has the best record, but that wild card, the way they got it set up is crazy because the winner that Boston, no, I take that back. Chicago, okay, let me go back. On Thursday, Chicago opens up with Houston, and then the winner of this Boston and New York series go to Tampa Bay.
Right.
Yeah, so Boston and New York gets Tampa. Ain't they all in the same division? Didn't they beat up on each other all year?
Yeah, 1, 2, and 3.
All in the East. And all I need Tampa to get taken out. I don't need them winning no more chips down there in Tampa.
Hey, man. You know, it's so much magic down there in that city, man. But they say Brady done brought the magic to that city. But before we talk about those Thursday games, Wednesday night games, the St. Louis Cardinals at the Dodgers. Adam Wainwright versus Max Scherzer, man. Man.
The bad thing about baseball, and I know this is a wild card, but I looked at it. The Dodgers win. You got 200 win teams got to play each other in a 7-game series. You know,
Right.
and the Brewers and the Braves are gonna play. You know, I think they need to reseed it, but that's a whole different thing. And that being said, I believe if the Cardinals beat the Dodgers, they liable to end up in the World Series.
Yep.
Because
nobody wants to play the Cardinals right now.
But the thing is, what I'm saying this year, they beat San Francisco 4 out of 6 games this year, and I keep saying it. And for some reason, San Francisco, it's just that aura, not wanting to play. The same way I feel about the Brewers, they clam up, and the Reds too. Every time you mention Cardinals, they clam up and go in a shell, So
they do.
So that being said, Dodgers win. Because it's out in LA, Scherzer on. I got to go with Scherzer, but I don't know.
Man, hey, Coach, I'm kind of with you on that, man. Last time Scherzer faced the Cardinals, man, 15 strikeouts.
15 strikeouts.
A masterful performance, man. And when Scherzer owned, he owned, man.
But he got a chip on his shoulder, and he's pissed because the Cardinals didn't even offer him, and I think he got a chip on his shoulder.
He wanted to come. He wanted to come home and pitch. He wanted to come
here this year.
He wanted to come home to St. Louis, man.
They didn't want to pay up, and that's part of my beef with the Cardinals.
Coach Corey, who you got, man? St. Louis or LA, man?
I don't have St. Louis.
What you say? You don't have St. Louis?
I don't.
You got Scherzer shutting them down.
Well, not only that, I just think they're a better team. As I keep saying, the Cardinals had their run, 17 games. It needed to start Wednesday. Needed to start the beginning of the run of the 17. Because I think them playing the Cubs and taking a couple losses is not what they needed. Although everybody said, well, they need a loss within the winning streak. The hell with that. You don't never need to lose within a winning streak.
Yep.
You win while you're winning, and you just try to keep pushing it through till there ain't no more games to win.
Because I think in reality, they lost 3 of their last 5 games.
Right. And see, here's the key. Henderson Cabrera is day-to-day because of his fingernail that he split the other day, so you don't know how much they're going to have him. They listed Ryan Helsley is out for the postseason. Along with Carlos Martinez and Jordan Hicks, they're out, of course. All right, so you're going to be short. And I don't know who the hell you're going to bring. I think I saw they're trying to bring Justin Miller and add him, but Justin Miller has been out dealing with his second elbow surgery or issue. I won't say surgery. He's had 2 injuries to his elbow this year, so he's been shut down.
Well, I mean, it's a one-game playoff, so all hands on deck. So that's why they rushed Hudson back. They tried to hurry to get Flaherty back. It's like, look, can you give us 2 innings? Then we can use you.
But you know what, though, D, I'm going to tell you something, man. It is to the point right now, and this is my take. If Wainwright can get through around 3, if he can get through 3 or 4 solid innings, man, the thing with Wainwright, you can't let Wainwright get in his groove, man. Because if he get in the groove, man, and start spotting that the curveball and then start spotting the changeup and everything, man, Wainwright throw outs, man. He can throw outs, but he also, if you get him early, you can probably jump all over him too, though.
Facts.
So that's the thing. Wainwright throw outs.
I think they ain't gonna let Wainwright get to that point because I see them bringing in, doing crazy stuff, bringing Flaherty in after 3 innings and that kind of crap, bringing some heat in after that. And that's if Wainwright ain't on,
Yeah.
But
so we think the biggest concern is the hitters against Scherzer or Wainwright against the Dodgers lineup?
Wainwright against the Dodgers lineup.
So you think we'll get some hits off Scherzer?
I don't think so. But I think they can't afford to get behind early because they're not going to score a lot. What they're going to try to do is try to get Wainwright through as many as they can get him through, and then I guarantee you, the next person out of the bullpen will be Flaherty.
Yep.
I promise you, he would be. Yeah.
And they will give Flaherty 1 or 2 in. They will get to Hudson and try to get to him. And then if they don't have Cabrera, they'll go to what's the guy the guy that's been throwing pretty well for them?
Garcia.
Woodford.
Garcia.
Garcia.
Garcia. They'll try to get a couple innings out of him to try to piece it all the way back till they get to Gallegos.
Yes.
So if they can get to the 7th or 8th inning, if they can get Gallegos to get to the 8th and pitch the 8th and the 9th, they think they got a chance.
And then they would, like you said, they would probably only throw Flaherty for 2 innings, banking that they're going to get the W for the Dodgers, so Flaherty can start game 1 versus the Giants. So I'm thinking
because you got to remember, Wainwright will be on about 8 days rest when Wednesday comes.
Yep.
And then, Gallegos didn't throw in any of those last 2 losses, I don't think. So he's going to be on 5 or 6 days rest. So he'll be able to give them at least 2 innings out the bullpen.
But when was the last time Scherzer pitched?
Scherzer just pitched on his normal rotation, I believe.
So is that 4 days, 5 days?
No, Scherzer threw Thursday, man. He threw
better
because they were still trying to get that first
trying to
place.
win the division. Yeah, they were still trying to win the division. I think Scherzer's last start, I think, was Thursday in this regular rotation and everything.
So actually, the Dodgers been still in playoff mode up until the last weekend. The Cardinals,
and that was my point is who's been pitching meaningful games recently. You've just been coasting, like in the Braves in the 90s, they wrap up their division in like August, and they just coast through September, and then you can't just turn it on. Trying to win a series, and what happened?
You're right. You're right, D. The Braves, they always used to bring the boys up off the farm and everything to let them play their last 2-3 weeks of the season, and then they start trying to get themselves back in playoff mode. But it was hard for them to transition back into that playoff mode of baseball when you'd already clinched your division a month in advance. So you're right about that.
The team that was playing playoff baseball down the stretch.
Scherzer didn't pitch well his last outing. I think he gave up 5 runs through 5 innings in his last start. I think I read he gave in his last 10 innings, he's given up 10 runs. So he's going to have a chip on his shoulder and be wanting to prove something when he comes out on Wednesday.
That too, but when his last starts or so with before he got traded, he didn't dominate the Cardinals. He struggled through 5 innings against the Cardinals. I mean, he was all over the place, and there's been a couple of times the Cardinals that got to Scherzer, and they just weighed him out. But he when his only start with the Dodgers, he dominated them. But his starts with the Washington, he struggled. I don't even think he got through 5 innings, or he struggled through 5 innings. So,
we got him when he was with Washington and everything. We tagged him a couple times, man. But
see, this football game got delayed because of lightning on a dome stadium.
In a dome stadium, I'd be doggone.
But you know what? If I was this would be my game plan against Wainwright. I would go to the plate looking for the curveball early.
Yeah.
Because he don't throw hard enough to just straight gas you with fastballs.
Right.
Because he gonna try to get you with curveballs. I would just go looking for it. And then when I see fastball, I just be all over.
Yep, just adjust to it. Speaking of Adam Wainwright, man, they just gave him a 1-year deal next year for $17.5 million for the 2022 season, man. What y'all think about that? 17.5, man, for that 1 year, man. It doubled. He only got $8 million this year, so he doubled his salary this year. I think that's for his last hurrah, I guess. I think last year may be his last one.
That's so him and Molina can put the red jacket on at the same time. You know, it's all about money down the road. That's all.
Man.
You know, because, you know, hopefully they think Wainwright can come back and get 17 wins next year. You know, what you going to do? You going to hinder the rotation next year?
Again, and they're going to underdevelop the catching position.
Yep.
And they're not going to have anybody ready for when he leaves. They're going to have the same situation that they have. Yadi's not going to want to come from behind the plate. Like he said millions of times, if he's healthy and feels good, he wants to play. So
right, and with the DH coming, I'm guessing they're going to probably offer Pujols, so that's money to sell the stadium out. You know, so this is all about the dollar bill with them right now.
That's it. Albert to be their DH, man. So everybody say Dodgers. Did you say Cardinals or Dodgers?
Obviously, my heart says Cardinals, but my brain says Dodgers.
Did anybody see the rankings that MLB came out with? They ranked the top 10 teams in
the playoffs.
Yep. Where do you think the Cardinals rank?
Probably number 5.
3.
Let's try 9 out of 10.
Well, I just figured with that win streak, they probably was like they riding a high, so we'll bump them up.
Yeah.
Somebody wants to play them though.
So who is number 10?
The Boston Red Sox.
Wow.
They said Major League rank Cardinals ranked 12th in ERA, 17th in WHIP, 20th in ERA, 30th in Ks per walks. Ravaged by injuries basically from the first day of spring training, the Cardinals never got to field the rotation they envisioned. But in the second half, the return of Miles Michaelis and the unheralded trades of J. Happ and John Lester made for a much more effective unit than ageless Wainwright. Flaherty is a big question mark after a lost season due to oblique and shoulder issues. A bullpen which closed Reyes and others have compiled the worst walk rate in MLB has unexpectedly been improved by additions of Luis Garcia and TJ McFarland. Somehow, the Cardinals have pierced together one of the most effective pitching staffs in baseball, the second half, aided by the best defense in the game in terms of outs above average.
Wow.
Well, actually, to me, their thing changed with their schedule after they lost to the Dodgers 3 out of 4 games. And then they started seeing the Pirates almost every day, it seemed like.
Right.
The Reds were struggling. Then they called the minor league team in Chicago, which was part of that win streak. The Padres was so terrible when they faced them. It was a joke. So, I mean, how much stock you put into that? You know,
right?
So,
they lost 2 out of 3 to a Cubs team that lost 90+ games with a minor league roster.
And you know what? A lot of the Cardinals, what really got the Cardinal fans really energized and pumped up is when they went up to Milwaukee and swept the Brewers.
That's what it is.
That series right there gave the St. Louis faithful hope. It gave them hope.
And that's what the sad thing. That's why I don't like the Brewers' chances against, because in that situation, they lost. They got swept in Milwaukee, came here, lost 2 out of 3. So they beat the Brewers 6 out of the last 7 games.
But you know, the Brewers started getting their rotation set for the playoffs way too soon. They started cutting down the number of innings for their starters.
Yep.
They started trying to protect arms for the playoffs.
Now Burns is down.
Yep, they started sending them, giving them 4 innings here. Yep. And it's funny that you say that because I saw the key injuries for Milwaukee, and it was highlighted by Devin's knucklehead thing. But they only list Devin as possibly out for the postseason. So I don't know what that means. If he's gonna have to have surgery, there ain't no possibly to it to me. But that's one of the things that I guess.
And it was confirmed, Coach. It was his pitching hand, right?
Yeah, it's his pitching.
Yeah.
Wow. You know what I would like to see, and I there's a chance it can happen, but I doubt it does.
Get to us.
I like to see the Red Sox Cardinals. Obviously, the Cardinals winning because we owe Boston. You know how many
we owe them twice, man.
No, we owe them more than twice. I'm going back to.
You going back to Rams too?
I'm going back to 1960.
Going back to 1967. 1967.
When I went back to we owe Boston twice. The infamous Bobby Orr. We owe him for that, right? Fast forward to 2001, we owe him for the Patriots. 3 years later, we owe him for the Red Sox. The bloody Sox shilling team or whatever, and Pedro Martinez. Fast forward 2013, we owe him again.
Wasn't Matheny the coach then?
He was. So they owe us 6 chips. So I need to see Red Sox Cardinals with the Cardinals winning.
What better retribution than beating the Red Sox? Hey man, I gotta ask y'all these. We're gonna run down this list real quick. Chicago and Houston, who wins that series, man? Just spout it out. Who wins?
White Sox.
Okay, Coach.
Ooh, man, I hate Tony La Russa, but I have to say he got a real good ball club in Chicago that he didn't inherit, which is loaded with former Cardinal players, which is amazing.
Right?
Is amazing.
That's shocking. Hey, Coach, who win, man?
Woo, man, I love to be there because La Russa and Dusty Baker and they pass. Oh my goodness.
Oh man, they had a war of attrition with each other, man.
They almost got in a fight.
Man, several times, man. Several times.
I think Dusty would have cleaned this clock, but
Dusty got into it when he was with the Giants. And then Dusty got into it when he was with the Cubs and with the Cincinnati Reds.
Hey, LaRusso
with that toothpick hanging out of his mouth.
And he never lost that damn toothpick.
Hey, West 10. Hey, LaRusso like late 70s. And Dusty Baker like late 70s too. So they've been at each other for a while, man. Hey man, what's up?
His birthday today. I already know. He's 77 actually.
Who, Dusty Baker?
No,
Russo. LaRusso? Oh man. Yeah. That's I can't wait, boy. Hey, I got Houston winning. Hey, I'm pulling it out for an upset. I'm finna pull out for a stunner. I got Houston winning, man. Houston go knock off the White Sox, man.
I like Dusty Baker, but I can't root for Houston because they cheat.
Hey man.
Here we go.
Hey, don't got nothing to do with Dusty, man. Hey, I just like their rotation, man. Hey, they got a good rotation down in Houston, man. And they I'm telling you, man, they got a good solid team down there, man. And I think that they would be able to knock off they'll be able to pull that out, man. They'll be able to beat the White Sox, man. But then we got our next round. We got Atlanta and Milwaukee. Who you got?
Wow. Man, that I don't know.
That could go either way.
That could go either way.
I'm going with Milwaukee because I'm kind of
okay. I'm kind of veering towards ATL, man. I'm kind of veering towards ATL, man. They start getting hot at the right time and everything, and they start putting it together down the stretch, man. So I got ATL. Who you got, D?
I'll take whatever path is easier for the Cardinals. I think the Cardinals match up better against the Brewers than the Braves.
Right.
Well, yeah.
But see, Atlanta, they do match up a lot better than them. But you know what? If the Cardinals do win, they just fly down up the highway to San Francisco.
Don't want to go there.
So they'll play San Francisco. So if the Cardinals win, the winner of the Cardinals and Dodgers go play San Francisco, play the Giants. And Tampa Bay.
The one of them three that going to the World Series.
I believe that too. I my heart of hearts believe that too as well. Hey, so Yankees and Red Sox, we already said that. So do you think whoever wins the Yankees and Red Sox series against Tampa Bay? Tampa just looked tough, man.
Although they've been on shutdown for a while too.
Yep.
Yeah, because they didn't clinch it a long time ago, just like the White Sox. So I got Tampa too, man. Hey, man, we're gonna swing on over to our football, man. We're gonna do our recap from the yesterday's games and stuff, man. And then, but before we do that, man, we gotta talk about Urban Meyer, man. We gotta talk about old Urban, man.
Man, me personally, I can care less about Urban Meyer because he should have never got a head coaching job in the NFL.
But did who all saw the video, man?
I didn't.
I seen. Hey, I was just watching. ESPN, right? A little bit about 30 minutes before we started. I seen it on. I was tripping. I said, "Oh man, he just sent the team to the crib." And he said, "You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna chill for a day or two. I got some old, you know what I'm saying? This is my old running. This is my old spot right here. You feel?"
Oh my God!
Now every time I see Urban Meyer, I'm gonna think of this song. There's some holes in this house. There's some holes. I'm gonna think of that song all the time.
Oh man, that is so hilarious, man.
You gotta think of area codes.
Oh my God!
Oh, that's gonna be the song for Urban Meyer.
Oh my God. Hey! Only people he was missing was Zeke. Now he was missing Zeke and what's his name? Cordell. What they call 12 gauge? What's his name? Cordell. The quarterback who was with them with Zeke and everything. What's his name? I forgot his last name. Cordell Jones. And speaking of Cordell Jones, man, he made the biggest mistake in his life, man, because he got the starting job, took him to the national title, man, and he decided to come back that following year. He should have bolted to the NFL, man. He would have got paid, man. His life would have been on easy street, man. I think he should have bolted, man, when he had the chance. He would have been a top 5 pick, and he would have got money out the butt, man. Been a starting quarterback in the NFL and everything, but he decided to come back to Ohio State. And then he had to split time with who was the quarterback at the time at Ohio State? It wasn't Justin Fields. No, it was before Fields. I forgot who the quarterback was when they were up there and everything. But hey, Raiders and Chargers, who y'all got tonight? Once we get through the rain delay.
They on their way back out on the field.
Yeah, they said kickoff in 20 minutes.
They get in kickoff.
You say Chargers, Crystal?
Yeah, Chargers.
I'm with you, Crystal. I got Chargers. Who you got, West 10?
Man, I want the Chargers to get at them, man, because Raiders fan been talking a lot of shit lately.
There you go. Dino, who you got? Who you got, D?
Hey man, I got the up and coming Chargers, man. I think the Raiders little magic gonna wear off tonight.
I think so too.
Yeah, I think we're gonna see some flashes of that old car, man. You know what I'm saying? That old car gonna do some dumb ass shit, man. You know what I'm saying?
I say that old car, that old car that was that was parked out in Oakland, huh?
Yeah. That 68 Chevelle gonna come out tonight.
It's gonna turn into the Tollmater.
Yeah. Hey D, what you say? A what? It's
gonna turn into the Tollmater, man.
You stupid. Coach, who you got, man? What you say, D, from where?
From Grease Lightning to Tollmater.
Tollmater. Coach, who you got? Chargers or the Raiders, man?
Chargers.
All right, Coach Rick, who you got? Chargers, Raiders.
Man, I like that defensive line of the Raiders. I'm going Raiders today.
I think they're going against everybody.
I think they're going to get at that Herbert.
Coach going against the grain, baby.
Hey, he got a good point though. They do got a good line here. We're gonna see.
Hey man, I like their secondary, man. That one kid, man, who played that safety, man. he coming. He'll whack your butt, man. Oh man,
Abrams. You talking about Abrams?
Abrams, man. Abrams will come and lay a licking on you, man. He don't care. I like Abrams, man. I like them, but man, that little Charge. Hey, but you got Darwin James on that secondary over on the Charger side, and then you got Bosa. Hey, I like that defense. I like that Charger defense too.
Hey, man, did y'all know the Chargers was 6-1 in their last 7 games?
I just started that.
Because they ended up winning the last few games. Yeah,
they lost to the Cowboys because they can't stay on sides.
That's it.
Oh, that's your boy Jared Cook, who's like the biggest enigma in the NFL.
Man, he need to cut his hands off sometimes. I need Cook to get that do something tonight.
I think they had 2 legal procedure calls against the Cowboys inside the red zone.
Man,
and callback touchdowns.
Yep.
Man, Cook stink, man. Hey, man, he stink, man. He straight up stink, man. Hey, Bengals beat the Jaguars, man, 24-21.
I told y'all that there was enough time for the Jaguars to shoot themselves in the foot.
You called it out, Chris. You called it out Thursday night. You said the Jaguars, like they said on Major League, they'll blow it in the ninth. They'll blow it in the ninth. That's exactly what they did. Blew it.
The Bengals receivers, them jokers ain't no joke. But Mixon, they talking about he might be beat up a little bit. So they're gonna see. I don't know who their backup is in Cincinnati, but
hey, man, Washington Redskins and the Falcons, man. The Atlanta Falcons figured out a way to jerk that game off. They put KY jelly, calamine lotion. They put KY on their hands and jerked that game off because they had that game won.
Who, the Falcons?
Yes.
You know what I think
Falcons had that game won.
You know what I think about what I see the Falcons ever since they blew that Super Bowl.
Right. I was just getting ready to say that. They ain't been the same.
Do you remember
hey, man, Arthur Blank should just sell the team, man, because that team is cursed now. It has an official Patriot curse on that team. Arthur Blank should sell that team, man.
They can be up 40 points going into the fourth quarter, and the other team walks back out on the field saying, "So you're saying there's still a chance?"
You saying there's a chance?
Hey,
yes, sir.
Do you remember when LL Cool J spit on his hand and grabbed that pool stick? It said, "Oh yeah,
think about it. Think about it. Think about it."
Yeah, I am your man. That's what they do to themselves every time, man. That's the thing.
We are talking about. All you got to think about, it ain't even a Super Bowl. The Super Bowl was bad. Just think about that game against the Cowboys last season. It was 6 of them watching the ball.
Onside kick.
Oh my God! Yes,
it was.
That was worse.
Hey,
that was worse.
But I gotta say this, man. Whoever had Cordero Patterson in a fantasy league
is happy.
Dude ate like he ate like a fat rat yesterday, man. I did not expect that dude to go off like he is now. If he's out there in a lot of leagues, people are going to go snatching him up immediately, man.
No, they snatched him up.
They already snatched him up
2 weeks ago. And the thing about it, when Game Related picked him up, I had just released Cordell Patterson, and he came behind me and got him, no, actually he got it. That was the morning he got up at 2:00 in the morning. That was his 2:00 in the morning pick.
I originally had him from the draft.
Yeah, you did, and I picked him up when you released him, and then it was I can't remember what the situation was. I released him, and then right after I released him, he had 2 points
week 1. That's when you probably released him.
And so, but they the thing is, the dude returned kickoffs. He was in wide receiver mode yesterday. Then he run from out the backfield.
See, that's the thing, though, man. He that return. Hey, he get a lot of touches on the football, man.
So here's the problem with Atlanta. Your offense is built around Cordero Patterson.
And that's exactly what they said today on ESPN. On ESPN, where they said, dang, if he throw to somebody other than Cordell Patterson, they might have a better team, a good team, because that's all he do is throw to Cordell Patterson.
But if you ever look at Matt Ryan last year, man, his primary target was Ridley last year. Because me and Dino, we were talking about, he was Ridley ate last year. Ridley was eating like crazy, man.
But Ridley don't get nothing thrown at him. Pitch don't get nothing thrown at him.
Man, but I think Ridley may have benefited last year from Julio too as well, because
you had the deep threat.
Yeah.
Who was
they
that?
Don't have that this year, so that's all like underneath stuff.
Yeah,
Julio.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Because Ridley,
Julio sucking down at Tennessee. I'm like that. That is not working out like I thought.
Man,
who you telling?
Hey man, Texans and Bills, man, 40-0, man.
Man, them boys putting on a clinic, man.
Man, they giving people the pumpkin head, man.
If you're looking for Dawson Knox, holla at your boy.
Oh my God, man. Hey, that's when you go and snatch up people, man. Hey, I got my cheat sheet already of who I'm picking up tonight at 201, man. I hope all y'all take y'all some melatonin at around 11:30, 12 o'clock. Y'all sleep through the night.
I got some NyQuil.
Oh yeah, give some Hey, I should have sent you some melatonin brownies or something. So let y'all sleep through the night. Hey man,
who you running down now? You looking for another Dolphin? I see Waddle out there.
Hey man, I'm dropping every Dolphin, man. Hey,
and what did I say last week?
I'm not eating.
What did I say last week?
Hey,
get rid of all the fish in your lineup.
Hey, you know what? You know what about the funny thing about fantasy football blowouts in the NFL to get that garbage yards is good for fantasy.
Because
Robert Woods and Gesicki looked big time yesterday, and all of them got them points through the last 2 minutes of the game.
They got look
at Chase Edmonds. Chase Edmonds had 120 yards rushing. Chase Edmonds is never ever getting 120 yards rushing.
That's because he walked about 70 yards down on the 1 yard line. They just blew a hole of getting the Rams defense, and the dude was gone.
Hey man, James Conner looked amazing yesterday, man.
Didn't he, man?
James Conner won't never. Hey man, he wasn't looking like that in Pittsburgh. Maybe if he looked like that in Pittsburgh, he would have probably still been in Pittsburgh.
But you know what they doing with him?
All of a sudden, he want to run fast.
But you know what they doing with him? They use him on the goal line, and that's why people say if you got Edmonds, you be mad at Connors because they take him out and he's the dang on touchdown guy.
But that's how
the dreaded touchdown vault.
Hey, but that's how they did. That's how they did in New Orleans when they had Kamara and Ingram back there. When they get down on the 5 yard line or something, Kamara wouldn't be in there. Ingram. So it made sense to have Ingram because once you get on down in the 3. And this was pre Taysom Hill, Ingram was going to pound it up in there and everything. So, man, the Lions and Bears, man. The
Lions and Bears.
I was surprised. I expected a better showing for the Lions after they took y'all Ravens to the brink.
You should have known that was their best game. Everybody gonna give our boys their best game, and then they gonna punk it up.
I already know that.
Hey man, we get everybody's best, man.
I'm trying
to figure out why though.
Hey man,
you lose a game.
Yesterday's game
on a 66-yard field goal, man. That's got to be tough to try to get yourself back up to play next week.
Hey man,
especially when it should have been a 71-yard kick.
Especially when it should have been from 73 yards.
It should be something they used to, because the last time Tucker was there before then, he kicked a 61-yarder. He really and that was 8 years ago though. So he broke his record there.
And that's exactly what he said.
It hit the goal post and bounced in.
Come on, man. It was a bank shot. Who better to do it than the representative of M&T Bank Stadium?
Hey, but you gotta look at it yesterday too, man. That guy doggone Darryl Mooney, man, for the Bears, man. That dude had 125 yards, man.
And you know what?
This is the only problem, though. This is the only problem, though. yesterday's game came with the cost for the Bears because they still don't know the status of David Montgomery right now.
Well, they said they know it's not an ACL, but they gonna have another look at it, and they hope he ain't out for the rest of the season.
When that's swelling, but hey, if he is out for the rest of the season, they got a solid backup in Mr.
Damian Williams, ex-Kansas City running back.
Man, I ain't gonna even tell you. I ain't gonna tell y'all. Man. Y'all come on there and start snatching people, man.
Do y'all realize on one Sunday the Bears, the Washington football team, the Jets, and the Giants won?
Wow.
They even mentioned that talking about not only was the Yankees jumping up throwing champagne on themselves, had the Jets and the Giants both won yesterday. Both of them in overtime.
It was a day for New York yesterday, man.
Do y'all know that any weekend the Ravens win and the Steelers lose is a good damn week? I don't care who else win or lose. You know what I'm talking about?
Speaking of that, man, we're gonna jump right off into that next. We got
whatever.
Baltimore 23, Denver 7.
You heard me? I'm not throwing them 300 yards my nigga threw for 80. You know, he really don't do that.
Marquise Brown, man. Hey, yeah, a lot of people doubted him at the beginning of the year, but
what about the touchdown they took from him, to the tight end, man? Where the dude grabbed the face mask, man. That was another 40 yards. He was gonna throw for about 400 on their ass.
Sure is, man.
And man, what happened to the other dude? Everybody was getting up at 2:00 in the morning. Tyson Williams said, "Why they bench him? They didn't even dress him out yesterday."
Because they got Le'Veon.
I know.
Now they got Le'Veon. You got Latavius Murray, and you got Antonio, and you got Freeman, and you got Freeman. So the kid, man. I mean, you like God, dog, man. He got replaced by some veterans, man.
Hey, man, what's up with the coach, man? All of his feelings, because we just a walking record-breaking team, man. We looking to break a record every week. So the coach acting like we so unprofessional. He expected that from us. I heard him talking that shit. Talking about he expected that. We ain't got no class or something. Man, how about told that nigga his concerns ain't our concern? You feel me? Our players deserve to have that record. You feel?
I gotta ask you a question, West 10. You listening?
Yeah.
Who got it better than us? Nobody.
Hey, where I drop,
who got it better than us? Nobody. Hey, man, Pittsburgh and Green Bay. Green Bay 27, Pittsburgh 17.
That was something good to watch, man. God damn it.
I gotta ask Dino.
That game was closer than we thought it was gonna be.
Dino, do you bench Ben Roethlisberger?
For what?
For who?
For who?
What's the option?
Haskins.
Put a down syndrome out there. Dog.
Hey, man. That's been the talk. Do you bench Ben Roethlisberger? But I'm gonna tell you something though. I'm gonna tell you something.
Get Cam. Do something.
I'm gonna tell you what was probably one of the biggest turning points of that game, man. What was a huge turning point of that game right before the half, and the Steelers, they got off the ball. They didn't jump offside. They blocked that kick when Hayden
blocked that kick.
That was a clean block. They didn't jump offside. They just got that. They just timed it up perfect. And the referee said they had to have been offside. That right there would have changed the whole. That was a momentum shift.
Tomlin, did you hear his post game? Tomlin say, "Hey, biggest momentum changer in the game." You know, and he said, "Well, we're not going to talk about it because we're talking about points." You know,
Tomlin be on that cocaine too, man. I like to see him talk. He be just eyes be so big.
Hey man, Mike Tomlin remind you of the late Bishop Eddie Long, man. If you ever look at him. You put them side by side with the late Bishop Eddie Long, man. Them guys look just alike, man.
That's Omar F's brother. That's Omar F's twin.
Hey, man, I'm telling you, hey, people, chef. At the end of the year, we're gonna have a Pittsburgh Follies, cause every week they looking crazy. You see that? What Juju doing? Juju trying to stretch out. Give me that shit. Man, it's gonna be a Pittsburgh Folly.
Hey, but you got
man,
you got to admit on that.
Hey man, I didn't win and picked up Juju too, man. That's the crazy thing about it, man.
Hell, I need to sit down, Juju.
Hey, no, that was Juju's fault. Big Ben overthrew
Juju ain't been doing shit though.
Big Ben overthrew him.
Hey, too busy making TikTok videos, dancing on people.
He did not look himself. Man, people was open. Big Ben was. I was like, what the hell? He was tearing our ass up a couple years ago with that shit. Now he can't throw shit. I'm like, damn.
Big Ben ain't been himself in 5 years, dog.
Hey,
he really ain't.
Wasn't he killing us West 10? Hey, man, but then, hey, man, I'm going to run through these last scores before we get our birthdays and stuff, man. We got the Colts beat the Dolphins 27-17. We got the Browns beating the Vikings 14-17. We got the Saints, the Giants beating the Saints in overtime 27-21. Hey, man, I got to pause right here for 1 second, man. Man, what Jameis Winston showed up yesterday, man?
The crab cakes.
That is the one that showed up yesterday, man. Coach Corey, did you see some of the highlights, man? The Saints played that game not to lose instead of playing that game to win, man.
Yeah.
They played that game not to lose, and the Giants went in. They was fearless, and Saquon, I think Saquon back, man. I'm sorry to say that, man.
They don't have the horses no more. They ain't got the horses no more, man. They got to win. They're afraid to win.
They are.
They got Taysom Hill to try to save them.
And see, teams are finna start game planning for when the Saints get down on the 5-yard line in the red zone and they see Taysom Hill line up in the back.
Man,
Sean Payton is becoming so predictable with his play calling and stuff, man.
He ain't got no choice. They gonna knock his bubble loose, boy.
I'm telling you, man. Hey, look, this man keep running like he Derrick Henry if he want to, man. He gonna get man. Somebody gonna knock his ass up.
He gonna have to get a Don Beebe helmet.
Well, not the Don Beebe. The concussion helmet coach.
Yep. He gonna have the helmet on top of a helmet.
I got a fantasy question here. What the heck is that Philly doing? He had a big lead and they take 2 starters out the lineup. What's all that about?
Hey, man. Hey, I done seen the guy get burnt like that, man. I done seen the guy get burnt like that several times.
He got 2 of them going tonight, but unless he put them in before the game, I said, why ain't take them out the lineup?
Hey, man, I done seen guys get burnt like that, man. Hey, speaking of that, Titans and the Jets, man. Man, I think the Titans is in trouble, man.
There's an man. Hey,
you cannot have Derrick Henry touch the ball 40 times, 33 carries, and then 7 to 10 receptions, man. You go, hey, man, that's a recipe for disaster, man.
Man, I'm in the team this weekend. Wish they had a Justin Tucker. Tennessee for one, because they missed that field goal at the end. Goddamn, I'm telling you that right now. Y'all, they better know their worth when it comes to that. They keep getting kickers every week. The kicker that kicked that motherfucker, they signed him last week. Like, how you expect the motherfucker to come win a game? Like, I mean, you know.
Hey, man.
Everybody ain't stable in that spot as we have been over the last decade. So, you know.
Hey, man, we got the Eagles 42, the Chiefs 42, the Eagles 30. Man, they bouncing back and everything. We got the Cardinals and the Rams. The Cardinals came in and just dominated the Rams, man.
Punched them in their face.
Punched them dead in the mouth, man. The Cardinals are real deal, man. Punched them dead.
in their mouth.
Walked in there and punched them smooth in the jaw.
And they revived AJ Green, and all of a sudden now that dude looked like himself when he was with the Bengals.
Oh my God! What the hell did they?
Like any other team?
Eckler just walked off limping.
God, you have got to be kidding me, man! You've got to be freaking kidding me, man!
If I honestly had to say I like any other team right now than my team, it would be the Cardinals. They look hella good. I mean, I like them boys over there.
And man, what the Cardinals did during the offseason that people didn't even realize, they went and loaded up on some offensive interior linemen. You know, so, and they said they got him specifically for Aaron Donald. 2 big guards.
Man.
So, well, BP in another zone now since Eckler just walked out, so we might have to get somebody else to host this show.
Unbelievable, man.
He just went in the tent.
So, unbelievable, man.
In other games this weekend, we had Seattle beat the
49ers 28-21, man. Coach is smiling from ear to ear. His team looking like they bouncing back and they finna go.
And man, they gave up 450 some yards yesterday. So
they gave about 200 to Debo. That boy went in.
Man,
Debo went crazy, didn't he?
Well, when you leave him out there by himself, yeah. I mean, they had a mix up in the secondary, and Jamal Adams pointing at the guy in the cornerback way in the middle, and Debo down there by himself. So. But anyway.
And finally, the Buccaneers and the Patriots, man. 1917, the Buccaneers pulled it off, man. But Bill Belichick had a hell of a game plan for Tom Brady, but despite the weather and everything, it was a hell of a game plan for Tom Brady. I tell you.
Yeah, I hate folks miss that field goal. I was pulling for them after that because them boys. Patriots going to be a team going to be on the rise again, I believe, in the next year or so. So.
I think so too, man.
He got the kind of quarterback he wanted. That boy played his tail out yesterday.
I think so too, man. That's going to be the type of hey, that's going to be the one, man.
Hey, did you see the one call he had yesterday? They said it must be a Cam Newton call. He goes, Superman. And he pulled his chest, at the line of scrimmage.
I saw that.
Audible into Superman.
I saw that. Hey, man. It's been a great sports night, man. We finish up with our football. We'll be back Thursday to talk about the upcoming events. And we're going to be talking about how these the NBA training camps are going and everything, and some of the NBA news and everything. So
yes, sir.
We got a lot of NBA news we're gonna be jumping on and talking about, man. So West 10, you want to take us out with the birthdays and stuff?
Yeah, I got a free roll. First of all, I want to give a shout out to the mother of the coach, man. You know what I'm saying? Her birthday was a day or two ago, if I ain't mistaken. I gave a shout out on the Facebook, but we need to give her a shout out live, man. You know what I'm talking about?
Shout out to Coach Mom, man.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Shout out.
Yes, ma'am.
Shout out to Coach Mom, man.
I got a couple of them. As y'all know, it's LaRusso birthday. He's 77, doing big things, still ready to whoop somebody here other game. You know what I'm saying?
Drinking and tripping. Still drinking and tripping.
That's what he's doing, Coach. Drinking and tripping.
We got AC Green. AC Green birthday, man. This supposed to be
the original 40-year-old virgin, baby.
Yeah, this supposed to be celibacy day. I didn't know that shit. You know so hell, I guess so since it's his birthday.
Hey man, AC Green is the original.
Huh?
He the original 40-year-old virgin, man.
Yeah.
40 plus.
Oh Lord.
He had a wingman on that thing.
He actually had a wife. I don't know what the hell was going on, but hell.
No.
Anyway.
Hey man, you couldn't tell me AC Green one with Magic them that was kicking it, man. I'm not
He
gonna
had
buy
to be
that.
the wingman. He had to be the wingman.
Hey, let me tell y'all what the AC stand for, though. The AC, how they came up with his name is actually
air conditioning. Because you was chilling in the air conditioning doing nothing.
Right.
Amanda is actually his father's mother name. You feel me? So that's where they got the A from. And Chester is his father's father's name. Okay. So that's where they got the AC from. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Initials of his mother and father, his daddy's mother and father. So that was kind of, I guess, different. You know, so hey, and I want to give a shout out to Derrick Rose, man. You know what I'm talking about? Turning 33 today, man. You hear me?
D Rose, baby.
One of the youngest LVPs, man, in the NBA history. You know what I'm talking about? 22, man, in 2011. You know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
And I also a Calipari protege, man. You know what I'm saying? Got Memphis their first #1 ranking in 25 years, man. You hear me?
And got so one shot away from winning the national title, man.
So for sure, man. Free throws. We don't even want to talk about this shit though. But that hurt me, man.
Hey, man. Who else we got? West 10. What's our song, right, baby?
That's it, man. We're gonna go out, man, with our songs of the day, man. You know what I'm talking about? We're gonna play the Marvin Gaye. I know how coach like that old school, man. So we're gonna try to keep it there for him, man. We're gonna say let's get it on, man. We got the game going on tonight. Yeah.
Coach gonna tune into the rest and be laughing, boy.
We got
West 10 say that's for you, man. Hey, we don't own the rights to this music, Coach, but hey, this for you. Let's get it on, baby.
Let's get it on. We go to Indianapolis, baby. Let's get it on this weekend.
There you go, baby. There you go, man. Hey, man, it's been another amazing episode of No Balls, No Glory. We got some NBA stuff that's jumping off tonight, man. Hey, preseason games are jumping off right now, man. You may not see your starters there, but Crystal's Warriors are at the Blazers tonight at 9:00. They'll be jumping off in the second one.
And Wiggy got that shot, so we good to go.
Then you got the Nuggets and the Clippers, man. So you got those two games going on. Magic and Celtics playing. Raptors and 76ers. Heat and Hawk and Thunder and Hornets. So you got the little games going on tonight, man. But like I said, man.
Justin Herbert already jumped up early, goddamn. You heard 7-0. You did. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
He jumped off early, man. Hey, man, but like I say, man, it's been another amazing episode of No Balls, No Glory. I'm the people's champ. I'm out of here, man. And it's not me by myself. It's the sports gurus.
Be the champ.
Yes, sir.
I gotta get one more shout out. Y'all didn't know this, but my wedding anniversary is tomorrow. I want to
happy anniversary.
Shout out to West 10.
My wife, my beautiful wife. Hey, I love you and plenty more to come.
Shout out to my man West 10. Shout out to West 10 and his wife, man. Celebrate. How many years West 10?
Appreciate that.
How many years West 10?
I'm still fresh. I'm still new to it, man. It's this year too for me, man.
That's all right though, man. Hey. Two of many more to come, brother.
Yeah.
Wish you well. Hey, man, we out of here, man. We gonna see y'all Thursday, man. And hey, Marvin gonna take us out. Let's get it on, baby.
Let's get it on, yeah.
We out of here, y'all. Right. Peace.
Peace. Peace.